Hi guys, James from TBG here, and welcome to another showcase video. And it is a bolt action showcase video, and probably not the bolt action army you were expecting to see. Obviously my previous video for bolt action was the late war French, but when I was moving everything upstairs to the new studio, I found a German force that had just been sitting there for a very long time, so I decided to do that. Yeah, so this is 1000 points of late war German goodness. As usual, we will go through the units and I'll pick out some of my favourite miniatures to have a look at. So first of all, if we go over here, we have the Stug 3 or Sturmgeschütz. We have the SDKFZ 222. We have the Pack 40. We have a lieutenant or lieutenant and his attendant, a squad of veterans with assault rifles, 2 normal 10-man squads with LMGs. At the back there we have a medium mortar, an MG42, and that's it. So yeah, the idea for this force is pretty much a force from late 1943, early 44. I don't really like Panzerfausts. I think they're, well, I always forget about them, so I'm not going to put them on. I painted it generically, so it could be used in pretty much any theatre from Italy to the Eastern Front to Normandy onwards, which ties in very well with the late war French. And just a note, this SDKFZ 222 is actually a Rubicon Models one. It was actually really quite easy to put together. But the internalness, I think I just made that word up, the internal workings of the gun is sort of like a post that goes into a post, and it's actually got loads of stuff modelled on it, like seats and the actual optics and stuff. But when it came to putting it together, because I kept it all separate to paint the inside and everything, when it came to put it together, it didn't quite go together, and everything was catching on it, and it wouldn't, and the turret wouldn't sit properly. So in the end, I had to do a bit of a cut and shut. And basically it's glued together like this because that's the only way I could get it to work. And when you look at it in a bit, you'll see that the MG34 machine gun is slightly askew because it doesn't quite fit. I don't know if that's something to do with the design of the interior. I mean, the detail of the interior is fantastic. It's a shame you can't see it, but yeah. So let's start with the 222. Now, I do apologise if any lighting is a bit off. I'm still trying to get used to setting up the lights in here. As you can see, I've done this messier than I would normally do. I wanted to make it look like this thing has been in constant use. It's been running around the battlefields for a couple of years. I know they wouldn't last a couple of years, and life expectancy of these little things was not very high. But I just wanted to make it look like it'd been running around for a while. So I've deliberately used thicker paints and liquid green stuff to actually make the metalwork look welded and stuff. You probably can't tell it on focus properly on here, but yeah, this is slightly messier than I would normally do. And I've done the same on the Stug. Again, apologies for lighting. It's more obvious there, where you've got, I know the Germans are very clean with their welds and clean with their casting, but I'm trying to make it look lumpy. So it looks like they've painted over rust, or they've just painted over damage and stuff. So this is the Stug, and that is the stowage on the back is Rubicon, the German stowage kit. So there's ammo cans, jerry cans, and a crate. Pack 40 is on my standard CD base. I've done everything slightly greener than I would do normally because I wanted to make it look like they were fighting in lush open grasslands like you would find in the hills of Italy or the plains of Russia or the fields in between the bocage in Normandy. This is my lieutenant or lieutenant. Trying to get him a bit closer. This is the first time I've used Vallejo paints for the fatigues. I used German, I think it's German camo field grey or German field grey for the fatigues. It's actually slightly green. I actually really like it, and the coverage was amazing. I would highly recommend Vallejo because I normally just use Citadel and Revell. I know there's a bit of snobbery when it comes to Citadel, but a lot of Citadel paints are actually quite good. There are some that are shocking, which I don't use, but on the whole, the Citadel range isn't bad. Right, this is the NCO focus for the veteran squad. The veteran squad has 6 assault rifles in, or Sturmgewehr 44s, and 4 normal K98 rifles because you need some ablative wounds. And I've done a stylized, very stylized splinter camo on the Zeltbahn and helmet covers. Some people may focus. Some rivet counters may get a bit twitchy, but it gives the effect of Zeltbahn. And quite frankly, the amount of stuff going on with German camo was immense. Like, this is just a normal guy. He's got his wire over his helmet that they used to stick foliage into, and he just has a normal car 98. This is another one with a car 98. These ones are really cool. There's lots of character in these, and there's a massive mold line I forgot. It's quite embarrassing. Anyway. Go to the normal guys. This is the MG 42 gunner, firing from the hip with his Zeltbahn, his toolkit and his pistol. And here's the loader. With the spare barrels on his back. So all the infantry is pretty much done to that standard, so you don't need to look too closely at those anymore. Here's the mortar, the 81mm German standard GW34 mortar. GW stands for Granatwerfer, which just means grenade thrower. Done in the dark yellow. And then, last but not least, the MG34. Now, the thing with Warlord Games is their tripod mount with the MG34 is a bit of a pain, but once you've put it on the base like this, you can't really tell, because you actually need to bend it up on itself to fit it properly and make everything fit together as a unified unit, so to speak. So there it is. That is my 1000 points of late war Germans. Obviously, I'm in quarantine with the whole COVID-19 thing. Well, obviously everyone's in quarantine because my son woke up with a cold. He is fine. He didn't have anything. He just had a slight cold. But obviously work sent me home, thanks to the government guidelines, and now my work is actually shut, along with 90% of the work that's around here. So yeah, things could be difficult or they could not. We don't know at the moment. As far as I know, things will be normal regarding pay and everything. This month, next month, not so sure. But while the postal service is still working, I will still be doing commissions. I have 2 already here. Another one I believe is being posted tomorrow, or maybe 2 are being posted tomorrow. So that's my work for the next few months. So there'll still be plenty of videos. I still have, well, being a wargamer, I have a bit of a stash. Not as big as it was, but I have a bit of a stash. So you do not need to worry about videos. I will be trying to do as many videos as I can. So, without further ado, check out the stuff in the description for Patreon and our affiliates and sponsors. Goblin Gaming link. I know Goblin Gaming has closed its distribution centre, I believe, until the middle of April, as per government guidelines. But they're still taking orders and they will fulfill them as soon as humanly possible. Obviously, this is a trying time. This is, as people keep saying, unprecedented times. But if we all keep doing the right thing, and that is staying away from other people, staying at home, this will end quicker. So all those silly people still going out when they don't need to, stay at home. And on that note, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.